And I want to tell you, the leaders who are there today, if you don't give the direction and make peace to all Kenyans, you don't deserve to be elected again. Kwa sababu Mungu hapeagi sisi pesa tupige watu yake. Mungu hasipea si madaraka tupige watu yake. Those two things is against God. Uwe na power upige watu. No, you'll be harvested any time by God. Uwe na pesa upiga watu ya Mungu. Kwa sababu watu wanaona wote maskini hapa, wakilialia. Wanaona pesa vile inamwagwa na wako na njaa hapa. We are not addressing the issues ile iko ya kusaidia. Mambo ya climate change, mambo ya nini, mambo ya chakula tutapanda namna gani, hiyo yote sasa tumewacha nje. Sasa ni vita. Ili watu wengine wajue watachaguliwa namna gani. Mungu ndiye anachagua uchaguzi. Mungu ndiye anachagua watu. Let's be focused. Let's be together. Kenyans had a lot of hope with this government. And they still have hope that things can change. But it can only work kama hatutaweka siasa ya kugawanya watu na cha ukabila. It is a shame, elders. It's a shame, churches. Some of them. It's a shame. It's a shame, MPs. It's a shame, MCAs. The things we are doing, we are elected to put people together, not to divide. Sikia watu wakisema, tunataka huyu na ni wajumbe. Tunataka huyu ndio atakuwa akifikisha siku kwa rais. Did you know why you were elected? Haukuchaguliwa ufikaga kwa president. Ulichaguliwa ukuwe bunge kutetea Wanjiko na kutengeneza sheria za haki. Sasa kusema huyu atakuwa akitufikisha wapi ama huyu sio hata tufikisha is not important. The important thing, give the president respect yake, afanye kazi yake. Pia judiciary respect, ifanye kazi yake. Fanya mengine kila mtu akuwe na heshima yake. Lakini hao watu yote, wewe mbunge una nafasi kubwa ya kutengeneza sheria, ya kuzungumza kwa bunge kwa ile mambo mbaya inafanyika and the way should be done. Sasa ukisema region, hii region, sasa hata mkipika mnasema tengine, sitaki mimi kusema natetea Gachagua. I don't want. And maybe even tengine you don't know my relationship with him. Nobody knows. Hii mambo ya kupandika hamjui. But mtu yote anapigwa kuwa mnyonge, lazima tusimame na kusema mambo ya ukweli hatutaki. Deputy president is the president now. Wakati alikuwa anafikiriwa akipigwa, that's why you are there. Supporting him na kukataa kunyanyaswa kwake. So don't say here because of the ukabila sijui milima. Nothing. Mtu yote akinyanyaswa akiumizwa kwa njia mbaya, we must stand as a good leader and say no, let this not happen. Hatutaki kwa sababu ita affect sisi. Zaidi wakati president na deputy, there's differences. It affect the ground. Itagawanya watu wengi. Civil servant will be the problem. Kuna wale tulifanya wanajua sana. Na mimi nilikuwa nataka kuzungumza na Kenyans. Niwaambie namna hiyo, lakini mwambie kutoka leo. I'll be commenting national issues. Lakini vita ya central, wacha iendelee. We are not there, the people of diaspora, wacha iendelee. Haituhusu sisi. Hakuna wakati wametuita mkutano, tuzungumze nao. Na hata mimi naenda mkutano huko. Nikienda mkutano mazishi yao, I'm not mentioned by anybody. I'm not given even a chance kusalimiana. Nothing. Wanasema hii kama Kikuyu ya Rift Valley. Tukienda Rift Valley wengine wanasema hii Mkikuyu ya Central. Hiyo mambo mbili si hatutaki. We are Kenyans. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
So far, we have done 1.2 million, and we're still pushing. Just want to inform you that Kenyans now are starting to register in high numbers. Our figures now go to daily, average is about over 60,000 Kenyans are registering daily. We expect this number to go up as we go towards the deadline of 30th September for effective treatment under the Social Health Authority benefit 1st of October.
The community health promoter, again, my second point is a very critical person in this process because they will assist through the registration, which is very critical, and especially at the bottom of the pyramid, at mashinani level, where there's the infrastructure probably, even people may not be able to get to the nearest health facility in good time. Therefore, it is important to utilize the community health promoters at the bottom of the pyramid. These are individuals, men and women, who have been able to visit already 7.8 million households. And I want to assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Ministry of Health has already done an assessment of all the levels of facilities in this country. The 14,000 health facilities in this country, which includes the public health facilities, the private health facilities, the faith-based health facilities. So we know the gaps, or we knew the gaps even before now. And what we are doing is to ensure that these gaps are fixed in terms of human resources, in terms of infrastructure, and also in terms of equipment that is meant to treat people.
CEO has talked about empowerment and contracting of foreign healthcare providers so that services that are available in country then can be provided in a structured way. We will be able to negotiate with the foreign providers of these services and come up with figures that are agreeable and are in line with the international standards to ensure that we get value for money for our investment.
It is the first time that we have a social health authority that is designed to take care even of the non-payroll people. People who ordinarily do not have a salary at the end of the month. So if we achieve this, then we will be able to take care of all these WhatsApp group harabes, which are very irritating to all of us. And we participate to them because our financing strategy as of now is WhatsApp. So what we are saying, can we change from the WhatsApp approach and we come to a formal system which is actually a social health insurance system, but also government supplement by providing the public sector with everything that is required to provide a service so that purchases are made from there.
For our proposal as Council of Governors, let's think of an arrangement where it is possible to have drugs through a funded system to the counties. Do you have banks that are willing to do that? Who will give us a guarantee? Can the national government talk to friendly banks and tell them, as long as money is going to drugs, pay KEMSA for this county, and the exchequer is released, you will be the first charge. If you have an arrangement like that, there will always be drugs in the facility. The doctors and the nurses will always be paid. But as long as we are relying on a system which delays exchequer for 3 months, our medical needs for Kenyans cannot wait for 3 months to be met. We need to be deliberate out there and say we are going to have the ministry having a drive to register chief. I have to go to the village and tell them, today I'm giving you relief food. When they come for relief food, I say register first. I also have to do many other things that maybe can bring people together, and in the process I get them registered. That costs money. You can't go just call them. Our people are very difficult, my friend. Go out there and say I have a meeting tomorrow to register SHA. No one will come. But tell them I have a meeting where I'm giving some goodies from government. They will be there, all of them. Well, goodies cannot be sweet. The ministry understand that. So we need resources, deliberate, to be able to make people come together and register within the shortest time possible.
Ni wa Kenya yengi muno matiandikithitie. Ni tuiche Kenya metharwa mari antu resilient ni merete muno last minute. Ana india kura tuona makiregister ndakigia mwisho tax ni the same. indi no ntu ni afya yao nitamauria ni meregister na twauga turi counties no tutumire binu cionthe no tutumire gintu gitagwa stick and carrot tukauga services iria cionthe wendaga thiini wa kuma kuri thirikari no tuguti muntu mwegania ankiomba kuga agekara ati kuona ati na huduma nere kwa thirikari pero nenkro huduma ya thirikari ile tukwenda with register kwa SHA uko no kwenda basari register kama SHA uko no kwenda kunengerwa mbeo ya ng'ombe yaku ni thirikari ya artificial insemination register SHA uko no kwenda kunengerwa ID card register SHA ukaja kuko no kwenda huduma yothe ya thirikari tunkienda kuwa mbere kucheki kana no register SHA kenda thirikari imenya kuri ori ninkumya kuri andu kinya thiini wa Kenya no mateke bande eni ni malwalaga eni magiyete miaka kugwata kibande ya miaka 18 nimo tukumera bubuti buria wakura na kibande bubu ni mwiri waku ni afya yaku kogu no anginyo gwata kibande kugota na kyo mbere nento kibande te yakuthuru na gionka na gakuri bagoti kibande gagutethia kuona huduma thini wa cibitari nontu guti kadi ringi ya NHIF ni kibande gyaku na system ikone ka already registered.
Just to remove any doubt, there will be no staff of NHIF who will lose employment. The government has made all the provisions to ensure that no staff loses employment. We submitted, as in my presentation, we submitted what's called the human resource instruments that were approved by the public service, giving the social health authority the number of staff that they can employ based on their organogram, which they submitted. We have been given an interim approval to start the process, and the process will go on where those staff that had been already earmarked, identified based on the structure, they will be onboarded. That the end date for NHIF claims and payments will be on the 30th of September. That means anybody who is admitted on the 30th of September and will be in the hospital for that period will be entitled to the NHIF benefit. And therefore, the claims will be paid based on the NHIF rates. Anybody who goes to hospital, treated, discharged, inpatient or outpatient, effective 1st of October, will be treated under the Social Health Authority benefits that we have listed in our earlier presentation. And therefore, when the facility claims for reimbursement from Social Health Authority, they will be claiming based on the Social Health Authority benefit packages. When they gave their ruling, I want to report to you that immediately our council applied for the stay of order, which was granted by the same court, the same judges, that you are given a stay order for 45 days. They had also, in their ruling, they had also given the National Assembly 120 days to reenact these laws. Now, with the stay order 45 days that were granted, that means these acts are still active, and therefore we continue implementing them. We have since filed our appeal, the formal appeal, after we are given the 45 days of stay of execution for us to file our appeal. We have submitted our appeal and filed the Court of Appeal. The ruling of that is going to be delivered on our application for stay of order, which you have requested the court to grant us a stay order for the period and when the case will be heard and determined. That ruling will be issued or given on the 20th of September. If the ruling will be that our request be granted, then that means we have time to continue implementing this act and these laws and until the case is heard and determined. If our request will not be granted on the 20th, then that means we'll go back to the 120 days where Parliament had been given time to reenact these laws. So what am I saying here is that we are still within that period, we are still within that time. So we are waiting for the ruling on the 20th. So we are implementing the laws as is. But we take cognizance that if the court gives a negative verdict, we still have 120 days and we shall engage the leadership of Parliament for us to reenact the laws within the period that they had been given, the 120 days.